Hello, my name is Damian Sparks, and I want to welcome you to the Viola Cottage Derby 2020. Now, I want to say thank you so much for sponsoring races. This is amazing and it's supporting the NHS a lot. And half of the money raised in the races today will be going towards the NHS charity to help in this troubling time. Now, let's go on to the next 8 races, and I wish you luck. Let's go.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Number 1 wears the white cheekpieces today. Number 2 is a real stayer. When the race starts, he doesn't. The trainer has high hopes for number 3 today after a strong finish last time out. The grey horse, number 4, is always fast out of the stalls. Number 5 is a well-seasoned horse. He'd taste great in a Tesco burger. Number 6. The bookies have been busy taking lots of bets on number 6. Let's hope it's not wasted money. Number 7 will be glad of the fine weather today. Last time out it was so foggy he couldn't see who was beating him. Number 8 usually has a strong finish, but will he leave it too late today?
All set? And they're off, away they go, 1 mile and 3 furlongs in front of them. And the grey horse number 4 is the first one to go into the lead. Horse number 7 sports the pink jacket with the blue cap down the inside in the 2 shades of blue is horse number 6. And making ground on the wide outside now is horse number 8. That's the white jacket with the green stars. In behind that, number 2 is wearing the sheepskin noseband. Down the inside is horse number 3. That's the horse with the visor. And at the back of the field in the early part of the contest, we've got horse number 5. And number 1 in the red and black jacket is the overall back marker. But a long way to go, and on the front end, trying to make every single yard of the running, is at number 4. So 4's out in front, 8 to the outside in second place, and the pink jacket of the inside is at number 7. Then behind that one, number 6, wide outside the track, number 2 goes nicely, 5 in behind. Just niggled into the bridle, horse number 3, and 1 is still at the back of the field. So they're making the way now, and about to turn down the side of the course, and just reefing his neck there was horse number 4. That's a good sign. He's going nicely and is enjoying himself as they pass the 7 furlong point from the finish. 8's in second place. Then behind these on the inside comes 7, making headway number 2. Then come 5 racing in company with 6, and still at the back of the field we've got 1 and 3. So across the top of the track they go, 6 furlongs left to travel, and out in front it's number 4, going nicely, the grey horse, with 8 on the outside in second place, and then to the outside improving is now horse number 5. 7's on the inside, locked away, going nicely, number 2, then behind these 6, 1's now starting to improve, and 3 all of a 7 is the overall back marker. So they're about to turn across the top of the track and make their way now to the halfway point, and on the front end it's 4 still bowling along out in front with 4 furlongs left to travel. To the outside 8 in second place, then 7 is just shaken up in behind. Next in the field is 5, then behind these 2's got every chance. 1's creeping closer under a patient ride, then comes 6, and flat to the boards is number 3. So they're into the home straight, and on the front end number 4 is still the one they've got to get by. 8 though now comes alongside. To the inside 7, down the outside 5. 2 now starting to unwind his effort. Then behind these come 1. They race now inside the final 2.5 furlongs, and still the one they've got to get by is the determined 4. The grey 4 leads up from 8. 1's getting into the argument, so too 5. 2's not really picking up after a tardy start. 3's running on, but I'm afraid too late. They go deep inside the final furlong, and 8's now got to 4 down the outside 5. 1's coming through, but he'll get squeezed out at a vital stage and up towards the line. 5 with a well-timed challenge will beat the unlucky and plucky 4. Back in third was number 8, and at a vital stage number 1 had nowhere to go. Here's the replay, and down the outside in the green and yellow jacket, it is horse number 5 who has timed his run to absolute perfection. 4 has run an absolute blinder in second place. 8 was third, and there's the photo finish print. 5 has got the job done. 8 is back in third and split the pair number 4, and there is the winner and the second in that particular contest. But if you've got a ticket on number 5, it's time to go and collect, because the official result is first number 5, second number 4, third number 8.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Number 1 wears black and white silks with a white noseband to match. The only time number 2 overtook anyone, he was in his horse box on the M6. Number 3 is slow out of the stalls and wears the white noseband today. Number 4, I'm not saying his jockey is overweight, but when asked for his favourite course, he said it was dessert. Number 5 wears the red and black silks with a black cap to match. Number 6 is a big horse, 18 hands high. Sadly, one leg is shorter than the rest. Like its jockey silks, number 7 is a golden star. Number 8 likes to set a fast pace early on and has the finish to match.
So they're all set under starters orders, and they're off, and pretty level break apart from horse number 3, who was very slowly away in the early part of the contest. The other 7 are nicely into stride. In the pale blue jacket, 8 is right up against the centre of the racecourse with 6 on the near side. Just bumped along over on the far side. Horse number 2 is in behind. He's been followed through by 7. Right behind these come number 4. with behind these number 5, and still at the back of the field is horse number 3. So they're racing now with 3.5 furlongs left to travel. 8 leads from the front here, and he's going nicely. 2's giving chase in second. Over on the far side in the dark blue jacket races horse number 7, trying to pick up his horse number 1 on the far side. Near side is 6. Then behind these comes 5, and still at the back of the field is horse number 3. So they're making their way now inside the final 3 furlongs. All change on the front 10. New leader 7 goes to the front. Ridden on the far side, but responding to pressure is 1. Here on the near side, horse number 8 trying to come back into the contest. 2's in behind. The slow starting 3's picking up. 5's dropping away, and you can forget 6. They race now inside the final 2, and the 7 horse has set sail for the judge. He's got a couple of lengths lead over 8 in second place. Far side is trying to stay on. He's 1. Then behind these 2. Now on the near side, the slow starting 3 is really starting to find top gear. The race inside the final furlong. 7's all out. 3 on the near side. 8 in behind. This is going to be a desperately tight finish. On the near side, it's 3. Far side 7. 3 and 7 have gone past together. 8's back in third. We'll need the judge to separate the front pair. Here's the replay. Horse number 3 was very slowly into his stride. 7 set sail for the judge inside the final 2. But as they race well inside the closing stages, looking at the still, you probably just, and I mean just, favour horse number 3. There is the official photo finish print, and it confirms that horse number 3, there is in shot, has beaten number 7 into second, and back in third was horse number 8. But 3, 7 and 8 are the numbers that will go into the winner's circle. And there we can confirm the official result. First number 3, second number 7, third number 8.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Number 1 is the brown horse with a white noseband. Number 2 usually likes to lead from the front, but has been known to finish at the back. Number 3 is a white horse, always slow out of the stalls. Number 4 is so unhealthy, the only course he'll succeed on is a course of antibiotics. The jockey on number 5 gets very angry if you mention his weight. He needs to lighten up. Number 6 has a white noseband and the jockey wears a red cap. Number 7 was recently gelded. Now he bursts into tears when the announcer shouts, "And they're off!" Number 8 likes to settle at the back. Will he stay there?
All set? And they're off. Away they go. All 8 runners into their stride. On the near side, horse number 2 is the first one to go forward, with 7 giving chase in second, with the yellow cap with the noseband. Horse number 1 is racing in third. Down the inside in the orange jacket, that is horse number 8, and then behind these in the half jacket distinguishing red cap is horse number 6. Down the inside is horse 4, then behind that one comes 5, and the back marker is the grey, horse number 3. As you can see, they're passing the 10 furlong marker, so an awful long way to go here. And as you'd expect, all 8 horses going well within themselves. But it's 2 who takes them along. Racing on the outside, 7. Down the inside, looking for a little bit of cover, is horse number 8. These are being followed through by the yellow cap of horse number 1. Also racing on the inside is the yellow cap of horse number 4, but the jockey wears the black sleeves. In behind these, another one with a noseband is horse number 6, and then behind that one comes 3. And still at the back of the field, horse 5, waiting at the back of the field. So they're continuing to make their way inside the final mile. It's still 2 out in front. The outside travelling up nicely, 7. Down the inside is 8, then comes 1. Locked away on the inside running rail is 4. Then behind these comes 6, who really does travel nicely to this point. Down the inside comes 3, and still 5's at the back of the field. So they're just starting to inject a little bit of tempo into the contest, and the leader is just starting to stretch 1 or 2. It's still horse number 2's out in front. 7 in the slipstream in second. Locked away down the inside, trying to save ground is horse number 8. In behind that comes number 1 with 3 behind those. 4's also next in the field. Still going nicely, 6, and still at the back of the field is horse 5. They're into the straight, and the race now begins in earnest with 2 on the front end. Here's 7 down the outside. Now horse number 1 is the first one to come off the bridle. Still right there with every chance is horse number 8. 6 is making giant strides down the centre of the course. Spot the horse with the noseband. Up the inside is 4, then behind these 3 under pressure, and 5 needs to pick up his hooves very shortly. 3 furlongs left to travel, and trying to burn them off from the front is 2. 7's now ridden. The jockey pulls a persuader. Down the inside is 8, 1 next in the field. 4's trying to get out, then down the outside is 2, who's coming with a sustained challenge. 2 furlongs left to travel, and they still haven't got past 2. He's a brave horse out in front. 7 is shaken all up alongside, then comes 6. Down the outside is 1, coming through for a late charge is 4 as they race inside the final furlong, and 6 now throws down the gauntlet to 2, but between the pair comes 7. It's 6, 7 and 2 going toward the judge. 6 on the near side, 7 in the blue jacket, just going to get to the line in front. 7 has probably just won the contest. It's a lot closer for second between 6 and 2, but 7 has just about managed to get his head in front. Horse number 6 travelled supremely well, and it's a really gutsy effort from 2. The judge will have a look for the minor honours, but 7's certainly gone past in front, and there is the photo finish print for second place. 7 the winner, 6 second, and horse number 2 has finished in third. There is the winner. He travelled well. He was asked for maximum effort 3 furlongs down, but the jockey had a willing partner. And the official result is first number 7, second number 6, third number 2.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Number 1. The jockey is so fat, he got baptized at SeaWorld. Number 2 has won 3 out of his last 4 outings and could do well again today. Number 3 looks a pitcher. He won in a photo finish last time out. Number 4, his bright yellow spots make him stand out from the field. Number 5, this grey horse sets off like a rocket. Number 6, the horse wears a white noseband and the jockey wears an orange cap. Number 7, always slow out of the stalls. It's been a while since number 8 came first. The last time he won a race, he was pulling a chariot.
So they're all in the stalls, and they're off. Away they go. Well, horse number 7 was a little bit slow to go in the yellow and blue jacket, but as they sort themselves out in the early part of the contest and race through the first furlong, it's 4 who's smartly away on the extreme left of the picture, right up amongst the early leaders. Horse 8 in the red jacket over on the far side. That's the grey horse number 5, and 5 has just about gone to the front here. The light blue jacket with the dark blue cap is horse number 2, then the all blue jacket of horse number 3. Near side 8 is prominent over on the far side with the white cap. That is horse number 1. Just in behind the pace comes 6, and then behind that one the 4, and still at the back of the field is number 7, and he needs to get going pretty quickly because he's just dropping a couple lengths off the pack as they make their way now to the halfway point. It's 5 on the far side, the grey just in front of horse number 3. In between the pair comes 2 on the near side. 8's now just been asked for maximum effort. 1's got every chance with the white cap to the far side. 6 is now starting to get competitive. Then behind these comes a slow starting 1, and then behind these come 4, but they make their way now with 2 furlongs left to travel, and 5 has led from the stalls and he's still out in front from 3. Far side 1's got every chance as they make their way now toward the closing stages. 4 now being bustled up, but he is responding, and the same applies to 2. So racing now toward the final furlong. 1 on the far side, the greyish horse number 5, near side 3. 2 trying to pick up with 4 as they go deep inside the final furlong, and 3 hits the front. Far side 1, between the pair comes 5 on the near side. 2's now starting to grab hold of the bridle. 3's out in front, and we're deep inside the closing stages, but 2 is launching a determined effort. 3 and 2 have got it between them. 3 the far side, 2 the near side, on the bob. 2 and 3, 3 and 2. We'll wait for the judge. 1 was back in third. 5, I'm afraid, he's out the money, but inside the closing stages, both horses giving everything, both jockeys hard at work, but that is a close call between 2 and 3. And let's have a look at the photo finish, which will be needed to determine the winner. And there you have it. The light blue jacket of 2 has just got the better of 3, and 1 was back in third. So that's the official winner. Left it late, but he got there right on the pace stick. And horse number 2 is victorious in the ladies' contest. The official result is first horse number 2, second horse number 3, and third was number 1.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Number 1 wears the white cheek pieces. The jockey recently returned from a long-term injury. Number 2 is the white horse. The white coat runs in the family. Sadly, it's the only thing that runs in the family. Number 3 jumps with ease but doesn't have the pace when needed. The only thing that stands out for number 4 is the jockey's bright yellow cap. The jockey on number 5 had a successful outing at York last week, an afternoon at Railway Museum followed by a slice of fruitcake at Betty's Tea Rooms. Number 6 struggled in its last couple of races and needs a good start today. Number 7 is so indecisive over fences he can't even jump to a conclusion. Number 8 wears a white noseband and likes to lead from the front.
So they're coming into line, and they're off. Away they go. They've got 11 fences to negotiate for this particular contest, and there's 2 in very similar silks here. Horse number 8 on the far side with the noseband. The jockey wears the green cap, and horse number 7 is in exactly the same silks, but his jockey has got a red and yellow cap. Down the inside, horse number 3 is next. The grey, you'll definitely spot him. He's horse number 2. Then come 4 as they make their way on to the first. So it's horse number 8 with the green cap, who's just about out in front as they rise at fence number 1. And horse number 2 put in a good leap there. 7's back in third. Slight mistake from horse number 3, but there really is an awful long way to go. 4's next in the field. 5 is held up at the back of the field. So too is number 1. And 6 is the back marker as they move on to fence number 2, which is the water jump. And in the green cap, it's 8, who just jumps ahead of 3 at that fence. Back in third position on the outside is the grey 2. 7's next in the field. And then behind these come number 4. On the wide outside comes horse number 6, who's trying to get into the contest, but he made a mistake at the open ditch, and so too did horse number 5. So they make their way now onto the far side of the track. Fence number 4 is next, short run to it. And down the outside, number 2 is the grey, and he jumped that one really well from 8 in second. Down the inside is 3. 4's next in the field, and a reminder already been administered to horse number 7. And also at the back of the field, that 6 is now starting just to be asked for more effort as they make their way onto the next plain fence. On the front end, the grey on the near side is 2. On the inside, in the yellow jacket, that's number 3. And splitting the pair is horse number 8. Closely behind is horse number 4. And then behind these comes 1, 5, 7. And really starting to detach himself now is horse number 6. So continue to make their way down the far end of the track. A long way to go. Horse number 3 just about maybe in front of horse number 8 on the wide outside, number 2. 4's behind those, and behind these comes number 1, who put in a good leap at that one. 5 jumped that one well, and now it's 7's turn just to be pushed into the bridle, and all the time 6 is getting further behind. So heading on to the next fence down the back straight, another open ditch, and it's 2 who jumps ahead of number 8 all the time on the inside. That is horse number 3, who's got every chance. At the back of the field, you can see 6 is pulling up, and he's out of the contest. So we started with 8, and now we're only down to 7. As 2, the grey still leads from 3, and now in the green cap, horse number 8 is coming off the bridle. Improvers are 5, and also making ground is horse number 1. That was 4 out, so they've only got 3 left to jump. And on the front end, 2 is out in front from 4 on the inside. To the outside, 1's got every chance. 3 still right there. 5's a dour stay, and he's getting competitive. The 2 in similar silks are 8 and 7, but they both need to pick up shortly as they run now toward the third last. It's 4 just in front of 2, who's always been in the firing line. Right there with every chance comes horse number 3, and then behind these on the outside, 1. In behind these come 5, 7 and 8 are just about in contention, but only just. So they make their way now toward the end of the back straight. 2 just in front of 4. All the time, 1's rider is going lower in the saddle. 3's next in the field. This is the second last. Long run now before they get to the final fence, but they make their way up the hill. On the inside, it's 4. On the outside, 2. Then come 1. 5 is staying on determinedly, and you feel the winner will come from one of these 4 because 3's now dropping out. Uphill to the final fence. 4 on the inside with a narrow lead from 2, 1 in behind. 5 is a really good stayer. Do not count him out just yet as they run toward the 11th and final fence. It is 4 driven along to hold off 2. These 2 just in front of 1. Then come 5. They go toward the final fence, and 4 jumped it really well. 2 to the inside. 1 stays on. Don't discount 5. He's coming with a good looking challenge on the far side. 4 across the track deep inside the final furlong. 2 just in front of 1. Then behind these 5 who stays on. 4's dropping away, but up towards the line, and all out assault from 1 just holds the 2 at bay. 5 was back in third. What a race that was, because 4 of them had every chance inside the final furlong. But it is horse number 1. You can see his head there with the cheek pieces. The grey's given it all in second, but as they hit the line, 1 has beaten 2. The stayer 5 does what he always does, stays on late in the day to take third. And just out the money, although running a cracking race, was number 4. There's the winner. The jockey looks absolutely delighted with his afternoon's work there. And horse number 1 has just managed to get his head in front, right where it matters, getting the better of 2 and 5 in third. There's the official result. First number 1, second number 2, third number 5.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Number 1 is today's banker. Just watch her head straight to the winner's enclosure. Number 2, the jockey is so fat, when he goes to the beach, he's the only one who gets a tan. Number 3 likes to hug the rails and stay in touch with the leading pack. Number 4, the jockey is wearing a white cap and loves to ride on this filly. The jockey on number 5 is so mediocre. If he broke up with Adele, she wouldn't even write a song about it. Number 6 has a great finish if she gets a clear run in the final furlong. Could it be Lucky 7? We'll have to wait and see. The only time number 8 finished with horses behind him was when he slipped in the mud and crossed the line backwards.
So all in the stalls. 1 mile the trip, and they're off and racing. And horse number 6 was slowly away, but that was probably by design. He is normally held up in his races. And running through the first furlong with the white cap, it's horse number 4 who's got a good prominent position. Horse with the cheek pieces down the inside is horse number 8, over on the far side 7. Spot the 5 horse who's got the white and royal blue cap. The white jacket is horse number 3. Held up at the back of the field is number 2. And then we got the slow starting 6. So they go through the first couple of furlongs, and out in front in the white cap, horse number 4, matching strides over on the far side with horse number 1 who's now coming through. 7 right there, on the near side is 8, then the white jacket of 3, and then behind that one comes horse number 5. At the back of the field, still 2 held up for a late charge, as is the slow starting 6. So they continue to make their way down the home straight. It's still 4 who's got the lead from 1 in the red cap over on the far side. That's the green jacket. Then in behind them 8. And then behind that over on the far side making progress is 5. 3's next in the field. Then comes 2 in the all blue jacket, now starting to make giant strides with 3 furlongs left to travel. It's 1 who just goes on from 4 who's headed for the first time. Over on the far side 7. And now coming with a telling charge is horse number 2. And horse number 8's just been kept in there as they now start to quicken the tempo and make their way inside the final 2. 1 and 7 on the far side. White cap of 4. Near side coming with a good looking challenge is 2. Then behind these 8, they race now toward the final furlong. On the front end, 1 and 7 on the far side. On the near side, it's 4. Then behind these 2, 8's looking for a way through. They race deep inside the final furlong. 2's having a real set to with 4 over on the far side. 8's coming through. 6 has left it too late as they go up toward the line, and it's 4 just doing the better. 4 has got his head in front. It's very tight for the second place between 8 and 2. Who were both finishing off strongly. But in the white cap, it is number 4 who has just about got the job done. 2 had every chance on the near side. I'm afraid if you're on horse number 8, he's just left it a little bit too late. And there's the photo finish print. And a close call, but 4 has just about managed to hold off for 8. 2 was back in third. And there is the winning rider, horse number 4. He was never, ever out of the front 2 in that particular contest. He likes to race up with the pace, that horse. And the official result is first, number 4. Second, number 8. Third, number 2.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Number 1 is the grey horse, wearing the blinkers today. Number 2 wears the red V silk with a red cap to match. Number 3, the jockey prefers the soft ground. It's less painful when he falls. Number 4 has a white noseband and the jockey is wearing a matching white cap. The brown horse, number 5, always happy to start slow. Number 6, the jockey is so fat, last time he was unseated, 3 horses fell trying to jump over him. Number 7 always likes to set a fast pace and stay with the pack late on. Last time out, the only fence number 8 left intact was the one around the car park.
So lining up, they've got 8 flights to jump and they're off and racing. 7 is quite smartly into his stride, also number 1 as they make the short run to flight number 1 and crossing the first flight of hurdles. They're all safely over. It's on the front end, probably the green jacket of horse number 7 with the green cap, just niggled into the bridle at an early stage is horse number 8. And there you can see his jockey's just given him a reminder for his troubles. And behind these is horse number 1. On the outside 2, down the inside is 3, and the back 3 at this moment in time are 6. On the inside of 6 we've got horse number 4, who's toward the back of the field in company with horse number 3. So they make their way now down the back straight and heading off to flight number 2, where horse number 7 has got a length to spare over horse number 1 in second. Still nudged into the bridle, as you can see, is number 8, and it's going to be a hard job for this rider in this particular contest. Lobbing along is number 3, following him through on the inside is 5. Spot the red cap of number 2, behind that comes 6, and at the back of the field we've still got number 4, who's held up for a late charge. So making their way down the back, heading on to flight number 2. And on the front end, it's number 7, who's enjoying himself out in front. He's got an uncontested lead from the grey. Number 1 racing to the outside. How will they jump the second? 8 on the inside once again gets a reminder for his troubles. And also horse number 2 was just niggled into the bridle there. 3 travels very powerfully, and behind these 6. On the back 2, number 5, and also at the back of the field we've got number 4. So they're heading on to flight number 3 and 7. Now matching strides with horse number 1. They rise and land together with 3 just in behind. 8 once again gets a reminder. It'll be an almighty effort for him to get into the contest. Then behind these comes 4, who's now on the move. In behind these 6, then on the inside comes 5, and at the back of the field number 2 is really starting to really make hard work of this, and very shortly he could be pulled up. So they make their way now toward the end of the back straight, and still 7 bowling along out in front from 1, who's giving chase in second. 3 really does catch the eye going well. 8 continues to be bumped along by the rider. Then behind these 4 in the inside is 5, and then behind this comes 6, and I'm afraid 2 looks like he's out of the contest as they make the run toward the end of the back straight. Starting to bunch up a little bit up front. 1 has now just gone on from 7, the long-time leader. 8 is responding to pressure, but the rider, remember, has been at work from the tapes going up here, so it really would be a remarkable effort, but he's still right there, this individual, as they make the way now back towards home. 4 left to jump, and on the front end it's 1 who's got the lead from 8, who continues to stay on for pressure. Then behind these come 3, 7's next in the field, 4's on the outside, 5's getting into it, 6 not too far away, so any of the leading 7 could land this particular contest. They make the way to the first one in the straight, and 7 to the extreme right, the green jacket out in front with 1, 8's next in the field, then come 3, a bit of a break to 5, and then behind these come 4. Next flight of hurdles A mistake from number 1, but he's still right there. 8 on the near side, 7 on the far side. But look at the way 3's travelling into this contest. Then behind these 6 coming after them. 5 also not done with them. Make the way now toward the next flight of hurdles. And 3 has set sail for the judge, and he jumped that really well. 7 on the far side. 8's next in the field. 6 is trying hard with the pink cap, but they make the way now toward the next flight of hurdles. And out in front it is 3 who's got a commanding advantage. 7 on the far side. 8 on the near side. The next flight of hurdles will be the final flight, and he's looking good for number 3 at the moment. He's out in front from 7. 6 is trying to come with a challenge. 8 still right there over the final flight. Still 3 leads, but 6 down the centre, and this will be a remarkable effort from 8, who really is starting to stay on, but 3 looks to have the upper advantage. Here comes 6 on the far side, and 8 with a never say die attitude is starting to stay on. This is going to be a remarkable effort from 8. 8 on the near side's going to get up to win from 6. 8 beats 6. 3 travelled the best, but I'm afraid he hasn't seen out the trip, and he's finished in 3rd position. Well, all the way round, if you had a ticket for number 8, you probably thought that you had absolutely no chance, but he has kept responding to pressure, and a really gutsy effort from horse number 8. 6 was second. There's the photo finish print. And up the near side, 8 has just managed to hold off 6. 3 was back in 3rd. I think he'll be dropping in trip next time. But a nice effort from the horse in shot. And it's a win for horse number 8. How unlikely was that? But the official result is first number 8, second number 6, third number 3.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Number 1. The jockey has winner's jeans. Pity he's not allowed to wear them on the racecourse. The white stripe on his nose makes horse number 2 stand out. Change of jockey silks for number 3 today. He is now wearing a change strip of yellow and blue. Number 4. The horse was the apple of the trainer's eye until he got pipped at the post. Number 5 likes to lead early and often stays there. Number 6 has a good finish and an experienced jockey today. Number 7's jockey is so fat, if he was in a photo finish, they'd have to use a wide-angled lens. Number 8 likes it so much in the stalls, sometimes he's slow to get away.
All set? And they're racing, away they go. Horse number 8 was very slow to go, the black jacket with the yellow sleeves. He's got a few lengths to find already in the early part of the contest, but it's 7 who shows up promptly. Also right there is 5 over on the far side of the track. That's the royal blue jacket of horse number 1. The green jacket is horse number 2. Then on the near side in the red and yellow, that is horse number 4. Racing to the near side, 3 is next in the field. Then behind these comes 6, and after a tardy start, horse number 8 is the back marker. Well, they cover the first couple of furlongs, and on the front end 5 is just about out in front. I'd say leads by a length from 1 on the far side in the royal blue and white striped cap. Then behind these comes 2. On the near side, horse number 4 is just followed through by 7. After a tardy start, 8's now getting competitive. Then behind these 6, and probably 3 is just about the back marker, but that is his running style as they make their way now inside the final half mile. 5 out in front, leads up by a couple of lengths from 2 in second. All of a sudden 1's flat to the boards on the far side. 4's trying to pick up, under pressure 7, but he is responding, so 2, 3. So they make their way now inside the final 3 furlongs. On the front end 5 with a good determined attitude. 7 on the far side, here on the near side shaken up is 3. 6 is staying on from the back, then behind these 4 has got a little bit of work on, but they make their way inside the final furlong and a half. 5 is out in front, but he's being taken on by 7. Over on the far side 6, on the near side it's 3, and the 4 horses have gone clear deep inside the final furlong. 3 on the near side, over on the far side 6, but splitting the pair is 7. 5's run his race as they go deep inside the final furlong. 7 just doing enough, but 3 on the near side, 6 on the far side will make him work all the way to the line. 7 though has got the job done. It's tied in behind between 6 and 3, but as they race up towards the line, the horse with the cheek pieces, horse number 7, has just about managed to get the job done, and he's hit the line in front. Tight for second. We'll have a look at that because this track is a very deceptive angle. And there is the photo finish print. 7's got the job done. 6 will be called second. That was the horse over on the far side. And 3 back in third. But a likeable effort from horse number 7. You'd be absolutely delighted if you've got a winning ticket on horse number 7 because he showed a real good attitude, and the official result is first number 7, second number 6, third number 3.